should be able to make it at the bottom of Lake Tahoe from here, as we're only cruising in roughly 6 feet of water beneath the hull. You'll also notice that we're riding on a beautiful emerald green color. Up ahead, this emerald green will change to a turquoise, followed by that beautiful dark blue color which Lake Tahoe is famous for. Anytime we're riding with that beautiful dark blue color, we're riding in depths of anywhere from 100 to well over 1,000 feet of water beneath us. Now, you don't often get to see watercolor changes like this on an inland body of water. It is not rare to find a view in the South Pacific or in an ocean island. Inland, it is very rare, so do keep your eyes on the water because it will be changing colors throughout your cruise today. Now, we're just about to clear the Tahoe Keys Marina East Channel. We are going to continue traveling west along the south shore of Lake Tahoe, which is basically everything off the left-hand side of the boat, along the water's edge, until we get to the southwest corner of the lake, the lies beautiful Emerald Bay. Now, we'll tell you guys all about the bay when we get there. In the meantime, a little bit of Lake Tahoe history. Lake Tahoe is believed to be 2 million years old, but it wasn't put on a map until February 14th of 1844, when General John C. Fremont came up here with a 37-man expedition that was led by the famous scout Kit Carson. The California Gold Rush of 1849 and the Comstock Lode in Virginia City back in 1858 brought thousands of local lumberjacks, miners, and the traders out west and into this area, and small rough and tough settlements began springing up all around the lake. The Comstock Lode and an expanding railroad system created an incredible
warmer actually.
Presently owned by the State Parks Department. We do have 2 campgrounds here inside of Emerald Bay. Coming up off the left-hand side of the boat, along the shoreline, where you see that short stretch of sandy beach, roughly out over 10 o'clock from here, there we have Emerald Bay State Park. And now the starboard bow, and about a quarter mile ahead of us, we have boat camping, which I'll be telling you all about here in just a few minutes. You guys take a look directly ahead of the boat and at the end of the bay. From this vantage point, you guys can make out the large triangle-shaped scar on the hillside. That landslide was quite a tragedy. It occurred back in 1955. Highway Department was trying to widen Highway 89 by 2 feet. They hired a dynamite expert named Dan, who had been working for the state for many years. Dan came out here, surveyed the area. He tells them, sure, I can give you guys 2 feet. Went back down to the valleys on the Nevada side, purchased the dynamite he saw fit, and when he came back up here to set it off, well, needless to say that he got a whole lot more than 2 feet. The whole side of the mountain came down. That incident earned him the nickname Dynamite Dan, and he never worked for the state again. Now, the other story I heard was Christmas Day 1955. There was a whole lot of snow, followed by a whole lot of rain. The whole side of the mountain came down. Now, they've tried to keep vegetation to grow back into that scar ever since it occurred. But due to the steepness of the grade and all of the granite that lies beneath all that snowpack, scientists said it would take over 200 years before any significant amount of vegetation will grow back into that scar. A lot of what we see around us is the result of glacier action. Within the last 250,000 years, we went through our last ice ages, and as the ice and the snow melted off the top of the mountains, they did so with incredible force, ripping out huge gouges in the mountainsides. Many of the smaller glaciers settled into low places. In the spring of 1928, she took her architect nephew, Leonard Palm, to Scandinavia, traveled through Denmark, Finland, through Norway, and through Sweden. And when they returned, Mr. Palmer was last of the home. As we approach the water's edge, we'll be looking at the rear of the home. Leonard Palm came into Emerald Bay in the spring of 1929 with 200 highly skilled craftsmen. By June, the home was ready for Mrs. Knott to occupy. It only took 6 to 8 weeks to complete the home. And what's remarkable about this, all of the workmanship was done by hand. There were no power tools used in this construction. And all of the materials, we're at about 20 feet of water beneath us. I can see crawdads down there. Made you look. Now you guys saw Eagle Waterfalls. Now this little creek off the starboard bow is where Eagle Waterfalls pours into the bay. Now we call this creek Eagle Creek. Taking a closer look at the landslide from this vantage point, you can get a better idea. I think this is what a tragedy that really was. Looking midway up the slide, we can see where Highway 89 comes across it. Every once in a while we'll see a car or a truck drive by. They all kind of look like a little talking from down here. Really puts the landslide into proper perspective. Beneath the landslide along the waterline, you can see some of the trees that were speared into the pits down the line that occurred back in 1955 and that they've been ever since. Now with these Now, since we did have some great visibility inside the bay here today, I'm going to take you guys over to the south shore of the bay where lies a shipwreck in about 10 feet of water on the shallower side and 40 feet of water on the deeper side. I don't like to make promises I can't keep, so I'm not going to promise you we're going to be able to see it, but we're definitely going to go take a look. Back with you in a couple of minutes. behalf of myself, Captain Augustine, aka Captain Augie, and my first mate, Josh, we thank you all for spending your late morning and early afternoon with us here aboard the Tahoe Bleu Wave. And we hope you enjoy the rest of the cruise. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to get that music going for you all. Once again, as for me, I will be back with you right before we enter the Tahoe Keys Marina East Channel. Now my door is open if you have any questions. And if I don't know the answer, I'll make something up. If you really want to know the answer, we can always ask Google together.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Oh, from Nashville. Nashville, yeah. Very yummy, by the way. Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, it's fun.